Everybody who's watching. If you send me a comment today, I may not see it. I'm pretty far away from the camera setup, so I will get back to you and answer those questions as we go. Okay, so today's projects, and forgive me, I'm going to put my sunglasses on. It is really bright outside. Today's projects are going to be homemade bird feeder focused. So I have a few different objects. I have a few different levels for skill level when it comes to our art projects today, and I think they're just really fun. You can hear the birds chirping, or at least I can. I don't know if you can hear them through the mic. Hear the birds chirping. It's a beautiful day, so I hope that you get outside, enjoy the sunshine, soak in all that vitamin D, and yeah, let's get started. So our first bird feeder I'm going to show you today is very simple, very easy, and you probably have everything you need at home. Another reason I really like these projects today. So I'm going to take an apple, and I'm going to cut that apple in half, making sure the stem is on one half of that apple. Okay, so you can see right here I cut it right in half. You're going to want to try to find the biggest apple you can find. Right now we only have small apples because my children are little, and so they don't eat all of the big apple. But you want to try to find a nice big plump apple. You're going to cut it in half, and then again, I like to leave that stem on so I have something to tie my yarn to. So your next step is going to be taking a piece of yarn. We're going to tie it around that stem. Okay, this is how we're going to hang our bird feeder from the tree. So I'm going to do a quick tie here around that stem, and again, you want to do this before our next steps because it'll save your hands from getting really, really messy. This is a great project for littles. You can talk about the importance of feeding the birds after it's been a long winter. You can talk about how what we eat and what some of the birds will be eating is similar. So you can see here I've tied some yarn onto my apple, and it's good to go. It feels good for hanging. Okay. So after we get our yarn tied to our apple, that little stem there, we're going to take some peanut butter. And again, if you have like a little spatula or something, you could put some peanut butter in a little container. This is great for fine motor skills for kids. Okay, and we're going to spread that peanut butter on. Okay, lots of peanut butter. It's good for the birds. Get that protein, get that fat. Okay, perfect. All right, then I'm going to grab my birdseed. I found this bag at Conn's in Sheboygan. I am Sheboygan based, so a lot of my suggestions are from Sheboygan. But again, you can buy a bag of birdseed for under $5. And it's just a little way that we can help our feathered friends this season. Okay, and I'm just going to, I probably would put this on a plate or something, but because I'm working outside today, I'm just going to dip my apple in. Okay. Here we go. So I'm going to dip my apple into the bag. I'm going to put the rest of this out today. And voila. Okay, we've covered. I'm going to come in. Whoops. I'm going to come in a little closer. Grab my mic pack here so you can see. Okay, we've covered in peanut butter. We've dipped in that bird seed. Okay, and it's ready to hang, ready to go. So this is really easy. Again, maybe your children don't eat all the apple for lunch, or maybe they only eat half an apple. You can take the other half, slice it, right, cover it in peanut butter, stick it in, and then hang it out. If you're allergic to nut butters, okay, something else that you could consider doing, taking an orange, cutting that in half, getting the string, maybe poke a few holes in that orange peel, okay, scooping out the orange, filling that with birdseed, attaching some string from there. So just if peanut butter is not an okay material for your family to use, that's not a problem. You can always go through and find other alternatives with that fruit, with that birdseed. Yeah, so we can get the birds fed. All right, so that was our first one. Real easy, really simple, but I think super effective and probably very appreciated by our bird friends. Plus, as some days are warm and some days are cold, so we can't still go out every single day, what a treat to have the birds come and you can sit and watch them enjoy. All right, our second one is a little bit more artsy craftsy, if you will. I'm going to just undo what I've done to practice. You're going to want a cardboard or that paper egg carton. Okay, so I cut mine in half. You could use a full one if you wanted to. You could cut it into fours, like however big you want to do it. This is a great one if your kids like to decorate or color or paint. I would suggest if you're going to decorate this one, you use like a marker or a watercolor, something that's environmentally friendly. You know, if the paint chips off or the birds eat the paint, maybe not the best for the bird. Okay, that's also why you don't want to use the styrofoam egg containers for this one. You want to make sure that they're cardboard in case the big gust comes by and the styrofoam gets taken. We don't want to put that into the environment. We'd rather have this, which will, disintegrate as you will. So you can do it one of two ways. The first way is just to use this, have your child decorate, or you can decorate it yourself, or you can leave it normal. If you'd like to reinforce it because you have some furry friends like squirrels who might climb in, you could take the top half of that. So as you can see, I cut it off. Okay, you could take that top half and put it underneath and then glue that together. Okay, and that will give you a sturdier base and it'll lift that side. So as you can see, I have one side that's a little bit shallow. That'll lift that side and just give it that extra support. Okay, so once you do that, once it's been decorated, I'm going to double up my yarn. Okay, and I'm going to push it through the holes in the middle. So you've got those two little holes here. I'm going to snake my yarn through. I'm actually going to go through the first layer first because I don't have my glue out here today. So I'm going to just cheat a little bit. And if you don't have glue, you could probably just yarn it together as well. Okay, so I got it through my first section. Now I'm going to take it and snake it through my second. My favorite bird to see in the spring, and all year to be honest, is a cardinal. It's my grandmother's favorite. She'd always point them out to me when I was little, so every time I see a cardinal, I think about my grandma. It makes me happy. So let's do our part to feed those cardinals. That's what I think today. Okay, so you can see, right? I've put the yarn through. I got it together, and then you can either leave it untied for now. I'm just going to do a little knot in the top so I can slip it easily over a branch. And it can hang. You want to make sure too that your sides are equal so it hangs level. Okay. And then from here, what we're going to do is just fill it with birdseed. Again, super easy, super fun, super cute. And you probably have all of these items at home. Okay, lots of bird feed. That's really fun. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to just walk you in to zoom you in. All right. Hi, guys. Can't see with my sunglasses on. Here we go. All right. So you can see that's full of birdseed. You can see my 2 layers. Okay. Just do a little spin here. Again, that other side just kind of keeps it up. You could cover this in paper if you wanted to decorate it. Have fun with your kids, you know. Make it colorful because, again, you'll be seeing it from inside. And watching those birds get a nice treat. Okay, our final one that I'm going to show today, I'm not going to fully demonstrate it because I only have my parents' nice china. But I suggest going to like the dollar store or St. Vinny's or Goodwill or wherever you do your thrifting. Or maybe in your basement you have a set and you don't mind gluing your china together. I think this is a really cute gift idea. So we can make a bird feeder using a teacup and a saucer. So you'll want to use like hot glue or like a super glue, something that's made for porcelain, depending on the type of cup and saucer that you get. And you're going to want to glue this cup, okay, kind of in the middle of your saucer. So I don't know if you can see it like that, with a handle to the top. So you can imagine what it looks like here. Okay, you're going to glue this together and then you can put the birdseed on the teacup. But I just thought how cute if you add a string or something like this to hang from a tree. Perhaps you're putting this just, maybe you don't have a place to hang, so maybe you're putting this on a porch or a planter or something like that. But how cute just to put the birdseed in there. And then you have a little teacup. I love everything about teacups. It reminds me of Alice in Wonderland. So yeah, So this is a cute gift too. If you buy like a white cup and a white saucer, you could always use paint specific for porcelain or clay, and you could do a design that way. You could use Sharpie and then bake it. That's another thing I've done too, but sometimes those colors fade, so that's just something to keep in mind. But with Easter and Mother's Day coming up, this is a really cute idea for all those homemade gifts that we're thinking about this season. Okay, so our teacup bird feeder. We have our egg carton bird feeder. And we have our apple bird feeder. Simple, easy. You can make them as artistic or not as you want to. You could braid your ropes. You could draw a design in the apple maybe. Yeah, guys, bird feeder is super easy. You probably have these ingredients at home or these supplies at home. So have fun. Let me see pictures. You can always share them to our Facebook page. You can send us them in Messenger and we'll post them. We love to see how you guys are getting creative in our community. Thank you for attending another Live Art Wednesday with me. I'm Tricia Roberts for the Plymouth Arts Center. And the next time I'm back is St. Patrick's Day. So get ready for some lucky, fun crafts. All right. Bye, everybody. Thanks for joining us today.